In this video, we are going to study biodegradable polymers. Plastics are being used all over the world, from the drinking cups to parts of the automobiles. Plastics are continuing to rise, but at the same time, these plastics have been an environmental threat because of the lack of degradation. Plastic make up about 20% of volume waste per year. But at the same time, plastics are extremely important throughout the world. It is vital to people's everyday lives. Biodegradable plastics are more compatible with environment. Biodegradation is the process of converting polymer material into harmless, simple gaseous products by the action of enzymes or microorganisms and water. And biodegradable polymer means it is a polymer which degrade as a result of natural biological process. Now we will study the factors that are responsible for the biodegradation of polymers. There are mainly three factors which are responsible for the biodegradation of the polymers are microorganisms, environment, and nature of polymer. Microorganisms are large variety of basically there are large variety of microorganisms present on our planet as a boon. For example, bacillus, protozoa, azotobacter, fungi, algae. These microorganisms are responsible for biodegradation of polymer. They break carbon-carbon bond. This process is very slow. The second factor is environment. The favorable environment for survival, multiplication, and action by microorganism includes suitable temperature, moist condition, presence of salts, oxygen for the aerobic bacteria, and pH. Third factor is nature of polymer. For biodegradation, nature of polymer is also important. Biodegradation process proceeds by hydrolysis and oxidation. So polymer chain should contain bonds which can be hydrolyzed or oxidized by the action of enzyme. Polymer should have nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur like atoms in the chain of polymer. Polymer containing amines or carboxylic functional groups undergo biodegradation easily. Highly aromatic chains are most tough for the biodegradation. Next, we will study the features of biodegradable polymers. Naturally occurring polymers are biodegradable. Synthetic addition polymers with only carbon atom chain are not biodegradable at molecular weight above 500. If polymer chain contains atoms other than carbon atom in the backbone, then it may biodegrade depending on the functional group present. Synthetic polycondensation polymers are generally biodegradable. Amorphous nature of polymer accelerate degradation. Generally, lower molecular weight polymers undergo biodegradation easily as compared to high molecular weight polymers. Hydrophilic polymers degrade faster than hydrophobic polymers. So, in general, hydrophilic chain backbone, presence of oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur atoms, or amorphous nature and small size polymer accelerate the degradation of polymer. Now we'll see the limitations of biodegradable polymers. These polymers cannot be manufactured on large scale. They are costly. They do not possess required high mechanical strength. They have low shelf life. Now we'll see the classification of biodegradable polymers. They are divided into three classes: natural biopolymer, biosynthetic biopolymer, and synthetic biopolymers. Natural biopolymers are originating from plants or animals, basically the plants or animal resources, for example, starch, protein, etc. Biosynthetic biopolymer produced by the fermentation process by microorganisms. For example, polyhydroxy alkonates. Third type is synthetic biopolymers. These polymers possess biodegradable properties and they are produced synthetically. For example, polycaprolactam, polyacetic acid, etc. Now we'll study one biodegradable polymer, that is PHBV, that is polyhydroxybutyrate hydroxyvalerate. It is also called as biopol. It is a copolymer of 3-hydroxybutyric acid and 3-hydroxyvaleric acid. It is produced by the fermentation of glucose by acalygenous eutropous species. The polymer form is a block copolymer. Now you can see here, this is the structure of PHBV. Now we'll see the synthesis of biopol or PHBV. As I told you that this 3-hydroxybutyric acid, which is also called as 3-hydroxybutanoic acid, and 3-hydroxypentanoic acid, which is also called as 3-hydroxyvaleric acid, basically undergo a reaction and it forms a polymer which is called as PHBV. But these two molecules, that is 3-hydroxybutanoic acid and 3-hydroxypentanoic acid, is formed by the fermentation of glucose in presence of enzyme. Name of the enzyme is acalygen eutropous. So by the fermentation of glucose, these two molecules are formed, and then by the condensation process, or the basically polymer undergo condensation. So here this OH and this, they mix, basically they get removed as a water and it forms a PHBV. Now we'll see the properties of PHBV. Of course, it is a biodegradable polymer. It is soft, flexible, easily moldable. It shows resistance to oil. It is moisture resistant and impermeable. It is susceptible to hydrolysis above 9 and below pH 3. PHBV shows complete biodegradation in both aerobic way and anaerobic conditions. Final product of biodegradation is carbon dioxide and water if degradation takes place in aerobic condition. If degradation takes place in anaerobic condition, then the final product is methane and carbon dioxide. Now we'll see the applications of biopol. There are many applications of this biopol. First application is a medical application, that is controlled drug delivery. Capsule is prepared with PHBV and drug is encapsulated inside this. And this capsule is basically made up of polymer. This polymer slowly degrades to the smaller fragments, thus release drug in controlled manner. PHBV are currently used for internal suture. Suture means the thread which is used in the surgery. It is non-toxic, biodegradable, so it does not have to remove after recovery. It can be used as a structural material or as a part of composite. PHBV can be used for the films or packaging and laminations. Sustained release of the fertilizers. Similar to drug, PHBV releases fertilizers slowly and thus which is required